Boys, welcome to the 13.7 Urpog patch rundown. I've got a lot of stuff to show you. I'll try to get it through as fast as I can. There's a lot of new stuff to cook with, right? So first off, let's start with the best new build. The best new build is Black Cleaver, Starax, Jack Show, Grudge, and then Situational. A situational item can be whatever the lobby needs. So, are you needing anti-heal, then you go Chempunk. You need more resistances, then you go Gargoyles. Situational just means, what do I need to build in this lobby, right? So, I can't tell you what to build for last item. It's completely up for what the lobby determines. But that is the definitively best build path. Also, shout out to Quante, because he's been running and piloting this build. Quante is the best challenger Urgot. He's pretty much the only challenger Urgot right now. I'll leave a link to his stream in the description, so make sure you check him out. He's also the person who came up with that rune page, which I'll talk about in a couple seconds. Boys, if you're liking the video, make sure you like and subscribe, because look at how sad these statistics look. The second best build is BC, Starax, Radiant, Redemption, Gargoyles. Don't run this build every lobby. This is my build, this is my personal concoction. This build is best when you are losing lane and your team are winning lane. So if you have like a 15-0 Cassiopeia and you're being camped, you have no reason to do any of a build pretty much because you are no longer the most important person, right? Radiant Redemption is about swallowing your ego and playing for other people, right? You can also do Knight's Vow. Knight's Vow is also very good, but overall, losing lane, team winning, swallow your ego, Radiant Redemption. A tier. The A tier build is the most risky way to play Urgot, but it has the highest payoff. I recommend the A tier build path for those who are egoistic. If you are somebody who thinks you are below your current MMR, like let's say you're an Emerald 1 player who thinks they deserve Masters, you should pilot the A tier build path. So the A tier build path, there's two ways to do it. You can go Black Cleaver, Starax, Youmuu's Hullbreaker, Grudge. Or Guardian Angel, depending on, vice versa. The reason this is the riskiest way to play Urgot is because of Youmuu's. Imagine yourself as like a fly, right? A fly is fast, it's really weak, and it's annoying, right? This build is really fast, very annoying, and very squishy. The problem is the enemy team can become a really big backhand to you if they understand how to play against split pushing. But this is why I recommend this build for people who are low at elo and want to climb really fast, right? Because you can walk in a side lane, you can demolish anybody. Youmuu's only on a 45-second cooldown, so you can just activate it as like a mini ghost and run people down. So yeah, A-tier build, best for low elo. The second way to do it is Youmuu, you can do Black Cleaver, Youmuu's Hullbreaker, or you can do Youmuu's Hullbreaker, Black Cleaver. This is when you really are ahead and want to keep pushing a lead, right? Because a Black Cleaver Starax is more defensive aggressive, but if you're doing Youmuu's Hullbreaker, you have like plus 10% resistances, a ton of AD, and a lot of movement speed. So you can just run at a champion, burst them, the 0-8 Jace can now die quickly, and then you have more access to his tower through you being uber aggressive, right? So again, A tier, if you are low elo and don't think you deserve low elo, try out the A tier build path using ignites. You can still use TP, but TP gets better the higher you go. I wouldn't recommend TP to any Urgot player until they hit Masters. When you hit Masters, the game starts changing a little bit. B tier, this is when you want to turn off your brain and don't want to care about what anyone is building on Urgot. Black Cleaver, Starax, Jack Show, Titanic, and Gargoyles is pretty similar to the top tier build, but it's using Titanic Hydra. I don't recommend Titanic Hydra, even though I'm recommending it right now, which is kind of ironic. But it's like, if you just came off your shift for like 10 hours at McDonald's and you just want to play Urgot without like thinking about all the complexities going into a drafting lobby, you can run that build, no problem. And I know some people have like personal attachment to Titanic Hydra because they've been using it for seasons, blah, 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 blah. Stop using Titanic Hydra, but if you're going to use Titanic Hydra, 4th item slot and use that build path. Quante again, shout out Quantes. Quantes, yes, there's multiple of them. I'll cross him because it makes the most sense. I think you guys will resonate with this, right? If you aren't running the resolve tree for scaling, you are playing to not lose, right? So if you're running Second Wind and Revitalize or like Unflinching or etc., you are playing to not lose. But when you're using the new Inspiration with 3 boots and Cosmic Insight, you are now playing to win, right? So if you are a player who is defensive, likes the scale, etc., etc. This page most likely won't be for you. But me and Quante are both players who like ignites, right? We're very aggressive. We use ignite timers to kill people, etc., etc. So if you are an aggressive Urgot player, Inspiration Tree Secondary, 3 boots, Cosmic Insight. Cosmic Insight takes around 50 seconds off your flash timer and about 35 seconds off your ignite. So we abuse these timers to build leads, right? So now when you E-flash to Jace R ignites and he flashes away, now you have 50 seconds to E-flash him whenever you want, and then that 50 seconds has like gotten you about 600 gold, right? Because now you're accessing plates, they can't react to your E-flash, etc., etc. So we're using flash down timers and up timer and ignite up timer to punish people, right? So again, this build path at the top, best. Build path at the bottom, worst. Rune page, good if you're aggressive. And that'll be about it. Make sure again, check out Quante. And I'll see you in the next patch run now, boys. 07s.